First I'll go with the process center. So process center is the one. Okay, I'll just name it. We say like workflow center, uh, or process center. So previously we used to call like work for workflows. We used to call as a process. So that is the reason we used to say it as a process center. Now IBM they renamed as workflow center. Okay, this is the URL. Okay, now I'll open this workflow center and show you. Okay, this is a workflow center for me. From 18th version they started calling workflow center. Okay, before that it is a process center only. And even if you see 25th version, still the URL says it is a process center. Okay, you're clear, right?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Okay. So process center is a place you can see all the available process applications. So example, your company using some applications. So example, credit card application or loan application, or something like personal account opening application. All these applications will be created in the process center. Okay. So those application we call it as process apps. So process app is nothing but process applications. So you can see all the available process applications here in the process app tab. Okay. And apart from that, you will be having these options like you can see all the by default all the application will be selected. So you can mark any one of the application as favorite. So favorite is nothing but it is easily accessible. So regularly like you have some 20 application, but as a developer you won't work with all the 20 application. You have only one or two application you will work daily. So then you can mark those two application as favorite, and those will comes in the top. So directly you can move to favorite tab and you can open it. Okay. And apart from that, you will be having this archived application. So example, you have an application, so that is no more used. Okay, so the user stopped using those application. Then you can archive or delete it, right? So you can mark this application as archived, then that will move to archive tab. Archive means like that is no use, and you can delete it. Okay. And also you will be having these options like there are two ways you can create application. One is you can start with a new, like you will be having create new process app. So this link will come. So if you click here, you can give the name of the application and you can create it. Otherwise, otherwise if you have a base code already, example, uh, example you have already created application, you want to use the code, that code, and on the top of that code you need to develop application, right? So for that you will be having this option called import process app. Okay, so when you click on import process app is nothing but, so you have to choose the code base. So example, you have a customer onboarding project which is already created by some other company. They share the code base to you. So then what you can do, you can import that code. There will be dot zip file or dot txt file. You can import it. So then when you import it, right, that application will come in the process app. So there will be like the application will be created in the processor, and then you can use that process application to build your application. So you are clear, Jay?
Yes, sir. I'm
Yeah,
clear,
yeah,
sir.
yeah, right,
Sorry, sir.
yeah, right,
I'm on mute, but yeah, I'm clear, sir.
yeah, right. Okay. And apart from that, so you have this download desktop process designer. This is actually a deprecated. So previously, if you remember, when you go 10 year back, so normally application will be developed in a IDE, which is installed locally, right? So we used to have a desktop software. So we used to log into that software and we used to develop our code. Then we used to deploy into the servers, right? There are, if you go 10 years back. So
Yes, sir.
similar way,
Yes.
this desktop process designer is the same concept. Previously, we used to have a desktop process designer. So inside that, we used to develop our application, and once the development is completed, so we used to take a snapshot and we used to deploy in the process server. So that is the purpose we used to use the this desktop process designer previously. But now what happened because of this cloud version, or like IBM has moved to cloud, right? All these tools are moved to cloud, and we have a IBM has flexibility. IBM has provided flexibility to develop our application in the web designer. So we can directly open this environment in a Chrome or the client side. So and we can develop our application. So that's the flexibility IBM has provided after 8.6 version. So then this is deprecated now. So no more software installation in the local machine, then develop the code. That is deprecated now. So we can develop our code directly in the browser. So that is the reason you can say it is a deprecated. Okay, but still there is an option like some of the banks or uh, so some of the clients or projects which are using older version, right? Still some of them are using 8.5 version, or 8.6 version, which is older version, which is not in a BAW because they are not upgraded their version to BAW. So in such scenario, still we need a process designer. Okay, so that is the reason they kept this option download desktop process designer. Okay, because even some projects are migrated, but still the code base is older code base. So to make changes to that older code base, right? So we need this desktop process designer. So such scenario, so it's needed. So that is the reason IBM has kept still that option, but we are not going to use in a BAW, which is after 18th version. Okay, 8.6 or 18th version. Okay,
Okay, sir.
is it clear?
Yeah.